Hi, I'm Ann Victory, freelance fiction editor and owner of Victory Editing. I edit for best-selling authors like Gina Showalter, Nalini Singh, Elizabeth Hunter, Thea Harrison, Danica Dark, Ilona Andrews, Diane Duvall, and Lynn Ray Harris, as well as newer authors, helping them craft stories that engage readers and create loyal fans. So, I have a question for you. Is this you? Have you ever read an article or book on writing and felt lost when the author starts talking about why you shouldn't use adverbs or show versus tell or some other quirky writing rule? Worse yet, have you gotten a review on Amazon that complains about editing, but you have no idea what went wrong? You're not alone. Finding good resources that actually explain the key writing concepts in a way that makes sense sometimes feels like trying to learn physics. I've read tons of books and taken classes over the years in order to improve my skills, and almost invariably I was disappointed because the teacher would spout rules, but they'd never explain the logic behind the rules. That never helped me improve my writing craft or make my stories more immersive. It just frustrated me. And to add insult to injury, the delivery was often boring. Double ouch. But over the years and after reading hundreds of books on craft, modern day bestsellers, the classics, I started to see patterns. I started to understand the why behind the advice. And once I did that, things started to click. Now I put that knowledge to work for my clients so their stories shine. And the good news for you, you don't have to spend years figuring this stuff out, because I've gathered it all into a single course packed with tips, tricks, and techniques that I've found to be the most effective, and I'll show you how to use them. Great books need help to take them over the finish line. A great story comes first, of course, but then you have to get it on the page in a way that grabs the reader and sucks them right into your world, until that moment of returning to reality when they finish your book. Kind of like when you leave the movie theater and walk back into the sunlight, still totally pumped about the story you just saw. And your readers can have that experience with your books. I created my Refine Your Lines masterclass so you can learn to put that same magic in your stories. We'll quickly cover the basic parts of speech to give you a strong foundation for the rest of the class. From there, we'll get right into the good stuff. Info dumps, dialogue mechanics, show versus tell, deepening point of view, and strengthening characters' voices. Overwriting, tense issues, play-by-plays, it's everything introduced in the manuscript makeover, now supercharged. Because here's the thing, those lessons were 250 to 500 words each. That's all. That's not a lot of room to go into detail. The Refine Your Lines class will cover the topics in depth with over 10 hours of videos. You'll also be able to download the slide decks and audio of the lessons, as well as work on exercises to help you learn the techniques we're talking about. As a bonus, you'll also get a video walkthrough of how to use styles in Word, a special video on networking as an author, which is a crucial part of building your career, and a detailed discussion of some of my favorite resources. Think of what this means for you. Instead of having to do what I did and spend years and hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, taking classes, reading books, and writing 20 trunk books, that's what they call those practice novels that never see the light of day, because the idea is you write them for practice and then you shove them in a trunk under your bed. But no. With my class, you can immediately start implementing these techniques to make your stories more polished, more professional, more immersive. I know there are a ton of writing classes out there, but what sets Refine Your Lines apart is that we'll be working on polishing your stories. After the plotting, after the character arcs, after the development of the story, we're going to jump in and drill down to apply the key concepts that will take your story to the next level. I'm not only going to tell you the rules, a lot of which you can cheerfully break, I'm going to teach you the whys so that you can fix story issues even if they don't necessarily follow the conventional writing advice. And here's the deal. A lot of these lessons are the same material I teach at conferences and workshops, but to go to those conferences you're looking at a couple of $1,000s by the time it's said and done. $500 registration fee, airfare, hotels. Don't even get me started on restaurant prices, unless you plan to live on Pop-Tarts for a week, and I once had a roommate who did that at a con, but it all adds up. And that's not even counting the cost of lost time. How much income will you lose if you shut down your office or take off from work for a week? Then there's the manic stress of playing catch up when you get back home. Instead, you can take my class and learn from the comfort of home at your own pace for just $295. But guess what? You're also going to get an ebook copy of Polish Your Manuscript in 10 Days for free, and a grammar module where I cover the most common gotchas that I see over and over again. And finally, you'll get access to my exclusive Facebook group for Refine Your Lines students and graduates. And here's the thing, it's no risk. Seriously, if you take the class and decide it's not for you, let me know within 30 days and I'll refund your money, no questions asked. You have nothing to lose. Don't put this off. Jump in now and get started. You'll immediately notice a difference in your writing when you put these lessons into practice, so don't put your career on hold. One last thing, when you're trying to build new habits and techniques, it can be a lot to absorb and keep track of. So I've created a handy checklist of landmines to watch out for when you're self-editing. You'll also get that when you sign up. Again, with Refine Your Lines, you'll get over 10 hours of video lessons presented by me, exclusive video and audio content, access to PDFs of my slide decks, interactive Q&A sessions, the How to Polish Your Manuscript in 10 Days ebook, exclusive access to my VIP Facebook group for the class, and my self-editing checklist. So what are you waiting for? Click on the button below and sign up now. You'll get instant access to the class and jet fuel for your writing craft and career. I absolutely know you can take your writing to the next level. You just need the right guidance. We all need mentors at the right times in our lives, and if this is the point where you truly commit to excelling in this area, then I am here for you. I can't wait to see you in class. See you on the other side.